Good afternoon, Chaoyang University. It's 4 p.m. and Blue Monday, June 8, 2020. This is CYUT Weekly News. I'm Rafli. Let's take a look at our focus discussion. As a Chaoyang University student, do you want to join the students program exchange? Our correspondent Lucy collects the information for us. It's your correspondent Lucy.
Hello CYUT student, I'm CYUT Weekly News correspondent Lucy. This week I compiled the following information for you. In order to conduct this survey, I distribute 14 questionnaires. 7 students who are Chaoyang University students and go to exchange student program abroad. 7 students who study abroad and going to exchange student in Chaoyang University. Survey shows that there are 11 women and 4 men. The most age is 22 years old. Survey shows that students from Korea, Indonesia, and Hong Kong come to Chaoyang to join the exchange students program. Chaoyang students go to Korea, Denmark, and the United States to join the exchange student program. Most exchange students go for half a year and almost of them go to experience a different life. Some of them get exchange student program information from their school website and some is recommended by their teacher. Most people learn the local language and improve school grades in order to go to exchange student program. 5 of them feel cultural barriers during the time as an exchange student, but 9 of them didn't. 9 of them had academic problems during the time as an exchange student. 6 of them encountered problems with building relationship or friendship during the time as an exchange student. However, all of them would like to suggest their friends to be an exchange student. According to the statistics, most of them think the living standard and the teaching method at school are different from those in the original countries. No one regrets to join the exchange student program. The upper is CYUT Weekly News. I'm a correspondent Lucy.
Thank you, Lucy. It's very informative. We have learned a lot. Some of them said that they had culture shock during the time as an exchange student. And one exchange student coming from Indonesia and studying in CYUT said, because the culture in Taiwan is very different from Indonesia. As a Muslim, I cannot eat pork, but here a lot of dishes contain pork. Some of them said they can learn different cultures from students coming from other countries. And they also make a lot of friends when studying abroad. And they even said no reason to regret. And we also have fun interviews with some exchange students to share their experience.
Hello, Linda.
Hi, Tina.
Let's start our interview.
Okay.
Where are you come from?
I'm come from Chaoyang University and my department is accounting.
Oh, where do you go to exchange?
I went to Busan, South Korea to exchange student program.
Oh, where do you know the news about exchange students?
I got the information from my school website.
Why would you want to exchange students?
Because I always wanted to go abroad, but it costs too much to go abroad. If I'm going to exchange student, I will save money because I only have to pay the Chaoyang tuition.
What do you think is the difference between the exchange school and your original school, like school teacher, class, attention, campus activities?
There are many differences. The Korean teacher will ask us to write many practice questions and explain each question one by one. If she found that you can't learn, she will let you sit with the people who will learn and let you learn. I have participated in the club over there. It is also a pop dance club. I think it makes no difference.
Have you encounter any major difficulty in studying exchange students?
The biggest difficulty should be to go abroad alone, adapt to a new environment, and meet new friends.
What language do you use in there?
Korean and English, but mostly is Korean because Koreans all use Korean English. It's a bit difficult to communicate.
What is the local life like? Can you share the most impressive things?
Really like Korean dramas. The most impressive thing is the campus concert. Because I love K-pop, so campus concerts are a great benefit.
If there are school siblings who want to exchange, do you have any suggestions for them?
If you go to exchange student, you will definitely go to the language school of the local school because that language is used every day in class. It will definitely improve. If you really want to learn a language quickly, the best way to exchange is to exchange student programs. But the premise must have a little foundation.
What culture can be learned from the country where you exchange?
Will be more polite because they are a polite country. When I returned to Taiwan, I unconsciously nodded with my supervisor because I was used to it.
Do you feel cultural shock?
Very serious respect for the elderly. I saw in South Korea that the football players over there must say hello whenever they see their seniors.
Okay, bye bye.
Thank you, bye bye.
Where are you come from?
I come from Taiwan.
Where do you go to exchange?
I went to Denmark for a student exchange.
Where do you know the news about exchange student?
On school website and the message from the school.
What do you want to exchange student?
Because I want to go down and to feel the difference, open my eyes. Yeah.
Very great. What do you think is different between two exchange school and your original school? Like school teacher, class, temperature, campus.
Okay, 没事，不用理我。And the difference between the teaching system and the teaching system is very different. The teacher want to be your friend and not like your leader or your boss.
Oh.
They want to stay equally as you, and so just talk friendly, just call their name.
Very cool.
They don't want to have distance too far away from you.
Have you encountered any major difficulty in studying exchange students?
Definitely, yeah, I have. I study design here, but the subjects I study in Denmark is more like the personality of the people, of the humans.
Oh.
So humanity, so is a big between my subjects and between my learning in Taiwan and in Denmark.
What is local life like? Can you share most impressive things?
Very chill, very beautiful, and the air is very clean and very expensive. And the most impressive thing is, I think, is the weather and the sky. The weather is in winter it's almost raining, but when it's sunny, the sky is just blue without any cloud. And the shape of the cloud is just like what you saw on the painting, the ancient painting.
Very cool. If there are school siblings who want to exchange, do you have any suggestions for them?
Maybe I have 2 or 3 suggestions. First is to willing to talk, because every your classmates from your country, other Europe countries, they are more talkative. So don't be shy and don't be afraid to speak wrong. The teacher won't say that, oh, you are wrong, like that. They won't be angry at you when you are saying the wrong words or wrong answers. And the second is please bring your credit cards, because in Denmark most of the shop they pay with a credit card, not the real money. The third is you need to know how to cook.
Yes.
Because in Denmark or in the Nordic, in Northern Europe, every restaurant is very expensive. Like you eat a bento, you eat a lunch box in Taiwan, it maybe just cost $60, but in Denmark it can cost easily more than $300.
Wow.
One meal.
Wow.
So you know how to cook is will help you save money.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you. What culture can be learning from the country where you exchange it?
Open-minded and equally. Open-minded is they are willing to talk, even though your opinion and my opinion is different. But they won't be angry or they won't attack you. They are willing to talk, to show yourself more than being normal. Just be yourself. And the equally big is because the people of Denmark is not only white. They have yellow, brown, black, or even every kind of, or even khaki. They know that they won't depend you the skin color. They will think that, oh, we are human and we are organic like that. So they will treat everybody equally.
Thank you. And next, do you feel culture shock?
Yeah, I feel culture shock. I feel culture shock from many things like paying with credit card and Chinese students meeting the Danish culture, because we think election, we vote for our president, for our mayor, or we against it, we protest, we say no to the government. It's very normal, very usual. But for them, when they see the protest on the street, they will think that it's going to have a war, like something very terrible is going to happen. So they will feel afraid. So, and I will tell them, and I told them that they won't hurt anybody. You can say that there are many police standing near them, and they don't have any violence. So don't be afraid.
Yes.
Yeah, but talk about the culture shock to the Danish, equally. They were willing to say that, oh, I'm gay or I'm lesbian. They don't feel shy on it. They can just say that, oh, my boyfriend or my girlfriend or my mate, or something like that.
Thank you, Yushiro.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tina. I think the audience have learned something valuable from this presentation. If you have any questions or want to know more about the topic, you can go to Saya University website. Well, stay tuned and we will meet again at the same time next week. I'm Rafli. Thank you and goodbye.
Action.
Good afternoon, Chaya. It's 4 a.m. No, sorry.